Robbie, how big a match is it tomorrow? I mean, Ayr United, obviously, it's one of the teams that's still chasing you in the league. I mean, is it a chance really to perhaps end any interest they might have catching you?
I think it's similar to the Inverness game we played last Friday. It was a team that's chasing us behind us and a big game for us. So we know that it's an important one. We were disappointed with the result on Saturday, but that Tuesday's given us an opportunity to put it to bed right away. So we'll look forward to it. It's been a tough place to go recently for most teams here. A good team, well organised, good energy, but we look forward to getting in there and hopefully getting a result.
Were you disappointed on Saturday? Did the pitch, do you think, play an influence, the weather and the pitch play an influence?
No, I don't think there's any excuses for that. We can't look at that. We just didn't perform to the levels we've been playing at consistently throughout the season. That was the biggest disappointment. We brought 2,500 fans, and we didn't put the energy in or the quality in that we've had recently. But I say we got a chance to rectify that on Tuesday. The players, we were all disappointed after the game. We spoke about it after, we spoke about it again today. But from our perspective, it's put to bed, and it's important that we push on.
You've got that gap there though, Robbie. I mean, is that, if you do have a performance maybe that you don't hit the heights, is that a comfort zone for you that you've got that there?
I don't think it's a comfort zone. I think it's more, we've been consistent throughout the season. We've had a couple of sticky patches. We had the period down at Ayr last time. We had a period when we played Queen of the South and United, Alloa, and after each of these we've bounced back consistently. We've had a wee sticky patch now. We hope to do exactly the same. Just keep doing what we've been doing. Keep training the way the players have been training, keep them right, and we believe that our ability will come through.
It's important not to get carried away over a little bump in the road here and there. You've got to look at the big picture, and you are still miles out in front at the top. Maybe some people forget that.
Yeah, I think it's you guys to look at that side of it and blow things up and things. But for us, it's more. If you'd asked me, last Friday, if after the game would have been down at points where clear, I'd have bitten your hand off at the start of the season. So we have to look at the bigger picture and say the objective of the season is to get promoted. We're in a really good position. We've still got 10 games to go. We have to make sure that we continue to win enough games to get us over the line, and we hope to do that as quick as we can.
Have the guys, maybe one or two of them, maybe subconsciously even switched off with the, the finish line in sight?
No, I don't think so. No, I disagree with that. I think it's more, we're in a league where there's good teams. We played against Dunfermline on Saturday. Dunfermline were at it. Dunfermline, that's probably the best Dunfermline played all season. They've got us coming to town and bring a big support. They're up for the game. We didn't match that. And sometimes you have to hold your hands up and say, on the day we weren't as good as Dunfermline. But throughout the course of the season, the majority of the time we've been the better team. And I have to go back to that and make sure that when we come to the games coming up, that we put in a performance to be the better team and get the 3 points.
That's the thing, you know what you're going to be up against, and that every team this season will see Dundee United as their cup final. They want the big scallop, don't they?
Yeah, I think when you're the position we're in, that's that. Any team that's sitting in the position we're at, but we have to handle that. Players have to deal with that. We have to handle it as a squad as well. That everyone's after you. Everyone wants to try and beat you. And it's the players are up for the game. They know that they get an opportunity to try and play against and beat the team that's at the top of the league. We just have to deal with that, and have to make sure that every game we're ready for it.
Yeah, it's been a tough season so far, a long season. Are you tempted to freshen things up a wee bit?
No matter what the score was on Saturday, we're going to make a couple of changes anyway, because we get 3 games in a week. There's very few times in the season where you have that, so there'll be 1 or 2 changes. A little bit of wholesale changes because the players have done great this season, and we don't have a huge squad either. So there'll be 1 or 2 to bring a bit of freshness, but not wholesale.
Team news, injuries?
All good. Just Butcher's still struggling. I don't think we'll make it. Hopefully we'll have him back for Saturday against Partick. Everything else other than that's good.
Okay, I don't know if you had news, Robbie, the fact that the training base St Andrews is going to be, Croatia's going to be based there for the Euros. I mean, how impressed have you been with the facilities down there? I guess a real praise for the facilities.
Yeah, look, glad it's been confirmed. I'd heard about it a while ago. I spoke to Stephen Stewart, who's the head of sport in there, and he'd said that they were trying to get them. They brought them up and they were showing them around. So it just shows that the quality of the base, to have European Cup winners, were the finalists a couple of years ago in the World Cup, right, saying that. So it shows the calibre of facility that we've got there. It'll be great for us as well, because I think they come up kind of middle of May through to June, so we'll be about, we'll go and watch them train and see how they do it, and good for the players as well. Hopefully some of the young players can go and watch them as well, and just see what level these guys at the top level of football, how they conduct themselves. So brilliant for us. The facilities there are great. They're upgrading them again over the summer, upgrading the AstroTurf and the gym, and the state of the art. So for us it's a great base.
When you're preparing for any game, you go through the week before with all the planning and all the training tactics and things. How disappointing is it for the management team when Saturday comes along and it just doesn't happen?
It's part of football, isn't it? Part of life, you know. You can build and plan all you want, and then as soon as you get out there, things can change. But that's the beauty of football, you know. You have days where it just doesn't happen for you, and you hope that we can, you know, you can change things within the game. But you know, we tried it didn't work. You have to accept it, you have to look at it and try and learn from it. You know, we spoke about after the game and today about how we would maybe handle the situation a wee bit better, what we would do differently. You know, hopefully the players will take that on board. We'll take it on board, and you know, if we get into that situation again, then we can change it.